We're commemorating this day for when everything went wrong.
Villains rising and falling with a breath of cold wind.
Alliances break and now forged from tragic magic intrusion.
What once was together is now asunder. What was once grace is now a blunder.
Will the family on this special occasion be united or delighted with unrighted fights perpetually? Past juice activated.
Sorry I misplaced you again, Cornelius. Strange how I found him here, by the forbidden door. The door always shut and ignored. No one ever went through it, except my parents, mostly alone and rarely together. Ocean observed their faces of caution and annoyance, causing her to fabricate stories of ravenous black dragons attacking them. Why was I here again? I found Cornelius by the attic door, which means... Resist, just open it! I wonder what's in here. Ooh!
Who's there? I see the attic door open. Kristoff, what in justice's name have you done?
I don't know. I found Cornelius by the attic door and they came up here. I removed the blue stone from this chest and then I...
Released a demon ghost!
The shock that went through me was so powerful. It's gone. Good.
No, Kristoff, it's worse than that. The demon ghost isn't gone. It just went elsewhere. Please look at what you did. You let it loose. There's no telling what it'll do next.
I didn't know this would happen.
These things there, I think they're magic.
No way that's true.
I'm serious. This stuff could actually be magic. Look at this. A crystal ball and stories they tell the future. And that box is definitely full of magic symbols. Now, these may be fake, but there's no denying that a demon ghost of unimaginable power is unleashed in our house, and we possess no means of protection against it.
I didn't know this would happen. I just wanted to see what was up here.
Can it, Kristoff? You didn't think like you always do, and now we're all in trouble if we don't banish the ghost.
What have I done?
I can't believe Kristoff is so careless and stupid. How can someone be so foolish as to let a ghost out? Didn't he know not to have objects or magically inscribed boxes?
No, Ocean, don't go there.
Where do you think you're going?
Hiding so the ghost can suck my soul.
You're not getting away with having in fear, boy. You released this thing, so you better help me fight it before I get played for your neck.
Okay.
Well, she's not in your room.
She
wore a tattered white dress splattered in her blood before shifting to light.
Huh, where else could she be? Quiet, beef jerky!
No, Kristoff, I think Floppy Jolly's onto something.
Your dog thinks the ghost is in Matthew's room?
Yes.
Don't say we're going in there.
We have to. Be very quiet, boy.
Why would the ghost come here to Matthew's room?
The only thing I can think of is so Matthew could seek revenge against someone.
Dad! He's always mean to me. It would make sense Matthew would be mean to Dad. There was this demon ghost waiting in the attic
to one day resurrect and terrorize the house until Dad gets payment in return for something Matthew hated about him.
Quiet, you! Okay, ghost, please leave our house right now!
Yeah, it's not like Matthew's here to seek revenge against Dad or anything.
Guard thy tongues, my Easter often.
What are you talking about, demon ghost?
Kristoff, you're angering her. What do you want?
Once awake goes asleep, once asleep comes awake. Into north the camping goes, searching for the forgotten goes.
Another confusing line of chatter.
What do you want?
Oh, Sion! I cannot sleep the people I love, hate, admire, and pray for the healing of. Would you leave your dog if he lashed against his leash, barking for you removed from his life?
I guess.
How do you know Ocean's name?
I'm not deaf. I hear names all the time. Just because you couldn't see me, just because I couldn't interact with you in physical form, doesn't mean I'm indifferent to your trifling existence.
So you won't leave? And what's your name anyway?
Currently, Yella, the Hudsonverse Depends upon the legend you believe. I originated in Ireland. The street has an allegiance with fairies to this day. Of course, in Irish legend, I'm a female spirit who's wailing horns of an impending death in the house. But that is only part of my contract.
Contract? Who do you work for?
I work for no one. I serve everyone.
There you go again, being cryptic.
Why have we never seen you?
To use one of your more modern phrases, I didn't want my cover one, among other things. Until now, of course.
I hear the twins. They have to be around here somewhere. There you two are.
What do you want?
I found you just in time to let you know Matthew's done with the fall semester of college and is now on break. He's coming next week to visit. Isn't that great? Your dad doesn't know yet. Couldn't that wait for supper? Matthew specifically instructed me not to tell your dad first. He wasn't sure how it would be received by us, much less the grumbling dad.
Well, that's dumb. We're all happy to see our brother.
Your dad and Matthew have differing opinions on certain issues, and he could be a bit bitter about it. I knew there was a grudge.
Well, why are you in Matthew's room? Isn't it bound?
Ocean's stupid dog was in here.
Only because he saw you hiding his toy. But I saw your bluff.
Okay, then.
Did you put the stone back in its box?
I think so.
Think so? That ain't good enough. You're lucky it's in there. We can only hope locking into this box will protect us from other unforeseen magical horrors. It's funny that stone was blue, as if it was meant to be found by Kristoff. I guess blue things attract blue things. I always had an inkling in my mind that I'd end up in the attic for the first time because of Kristoff.
Frivolous, fractured family fights.
Children turning in chocolate spite.
The after-film party makes your mind hearty. Preludes, intellect, and interludes. Family feuds, prospect, and moods. Interdimensional disputes. Fruitless plans from fickle brutes. 8 years have come and gone, ushering in the nuanced dawn across the multiverse. Hudsonverse's emotional curse. A roller coaster of frenzied fun, bereft of a conceptual run.
Point of No Return was the dramatic start of Hudsonverse. At 13, I wanted a story that could last many iterations. Our previous games died within a year, and were never serious about the narrative. Hudsonverse was serious in its ability to stay, but not intellectual, until its rebirth as a novel and a stop motion in July 2019. At 16, I simply wanted a mature outlet to be allowed to express my sleek doll playing. But 5 years into writing the allure of intellectual content, it snared me. I want Hudsonverse to do stories in ways that other people don't. I want a smart story that just happens to be made with dolls as a medium. I want to pave a new path in mature doll stories. Juxtapose the whimsy of urban fantasy with the dry intellectual seriousness without mindless adult crudeness or child slop.
Every magical action has a consequential
I haven't panned to you yet.
Oh. Every magical action has a consequential reaction. As with science, so with whimsical physics, alteration, compliance. Same with society, interfaith and intercultural interactions, how social contracts work, etc. How does magic work with law? Do dragons have personhood if they speak, or are they pets? What constitutes life? How does interdimensional border control or citizenship work? Does the mind belong to the body or the body to the mind? How sentient is magic? Are dolmenoids just promisers in disguise sold as slaves? Do dragons make ethical weapons, or are they a threat to national security? These and more are kinds of questions I want tackled in future Hudsonverse media of any kind, or its adjacent Umanilish Rashano series.
We could start a podcast for all those intriguing questions. I got the idea for this special on the 4th, giving myself only 5 days to complete a whole stop motion. Nothing like a deadline to speed this up. Our next project will be the episode 1 remake.
Probably an hour long, because I want long action that's not the lame 2 and 5 mashup. That thing doesn't have rewatchability.
But everything going forward will.
Hopefully.
Happy 8 years of Hudsonverse and Meow's Existence Day. Thank you for watching our Hudsonverse Anniversary Special. If you've made it to the end, please engage with your lovely comments and share my film so the algorithm can finally notice my awesomeness. Also subscribe so I can hit the first milestone of 100. Merry Winter Holidays and Happy New Year. Bye!